When I look at Nigeria, I see a great nation of peace-loving people. People who cherish the value of hard work and have the unique skill to thrive against enormous odds. I see a nation blessed with rich human and natural resources to take the nation to where it ought to be. We pray to God every day for Him to solve the problems and challenges of the nation. What if I told you that God has already answered our prayer? Answered it a long time ago, before we even asked. What if I told you that you are the answer to Nigeria's problem? That's right, say I am the answer to Nigeria's problem. How do I mean? We live in a democracy, right? That means the free and equal right of everyone to participate in a system of government, which means that you have the power to choose your leaders, from the president to your senator, to your House of Rep member, to your governor, your local government chairman, and even your councillor. I want to disillusion your mind and tell you how this works. The trader in the artisan market has the same right as a person vying for the office of the president on election day, which is the right to vote. The undergraduate above 18 has the same right on election day with a person vying for the office of the governor of her state, which is the right to vote. The plumber in the artisan market has the same right as a person vying for a senatorial seat in his area, which is the right to vote. This goes on and on. The point being that Nigerians are given this opportunity every 4 years and we neglect to take advantage of this opportunity. Some say they are busy, some don't really care, others don't believe their votes will count. And maybe they are right. I mean, who am I to judge? But what Nigerians need to know is that the country cannot move forward as a whole without the collective effort of Nigerians to push Nigerians in the right direction. Most Nigerians living in Nigeria are fed up and bitter with the way things are. And I mean, that's putting it mildly. Others have given up on the country and seek solace elsewhere, sometimes falling into the hands of traffickers or end up losing their lives across the sea. Nigeria can only progress unless you want it to. But for that to happen, you have to play your part. Things like unequal opportunities, poor electricity, bad roads, inflation, insecurity can be improved if you and I participate in choosing our leaders. Leaders who emerge through elections which are not free and fair will not be accountable to Nigerians. This leads me to my next topic on how elections can be free and fair in Nigeria, which I'll reveal in subsequent videos. The first step is to get registered with INEC and obtain your permanent voters card, PVC. The second is to encourage your neighbor to do the same. This could be friends, families, or colleagues. They need to know the importance of getting registered and voting. Also, the card serves as a valid form of ID in the country. This message is for the youth, the working class, the middle class, the elites, everyone. Your valuable contribution to the nation is not forgotten. Some theories say that your presence in the country prevents the violent revolution, but we will need a little favor from you, your presence on election day. I know you may be busy with work or with kids or just trying to stay alive and hope tomorrow will be better, but your collective presence would also ensure that votes are not bought. What we have to understand is, when votes are sold, whoever that is buying them has already compensated the electorate for his mandate. Therefore, he or she enjoys the 4 years without any accountability. And to you persons who on election day decide not to vote, aid the rigor of elections, or sell your votes, or even discourage others from voting, I want you to know that after the elections, and we still experience common problems like power failure, bad roads, unemployment, and others, when pointing fingers and blaming the government, also take a minute to blame yourself and say that I am also the problem with Nigeria. I was given an opportunity to make a difference, but I failed to do so. On who to vote for. I want Nigerians to remove the lenses with which we view ourselves. These are ethnicity and religion. I must also add the fact that a person is a philanthropist doesn't guarantee that he will be a good administrator in an executive office. Nigeria will be great when we learn to pay less attention to where a person is from, rather pay greater attention to where a person is going to. Also check for consistent and reliable background. Nobody chose the family they were born into, but we saw ourselves there. Only our creator knows why it's so, and I believe that nobody should be punished for that. Nigerians should pay more attention to a politician who speaks with facts, figures, concrete details, has a plan, and genuinely means well for each and every citizen. Thank you. I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, hit the like button. You can also comment on what you feel that we can do to move the nation forward. You can also follow or subscribe by hitting the bell icon to get notifications. Thanks.